Hello, pilots, and welcome back to Flight Academy Season 3. As always, my name is Phil, and today we have Game 10 of Group 2 for you. The format rules are in the description below, but joining me for this, we have...
And I am Fraser. It's great to be back, Phil. Thank you for having me.
No worries, Fraser. Always good to have you on the channel, not just as a voice, but as a player in this one as well. So... I know that you're out for a little bit of revenge after the first matchup with Scott.
And we were just talking about the spare part canister drop was possibly the best spare part canister drop I've ever seen. And you can't be mad at it. It was so good.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you guys haven't seen it, go back and find the first match of Fraser versus Scott.
Yeah.
There is just an amazing spare parts canister drop. But let's go through those lists so that we actually remind ourselves. So, on the left, we have Scott playing Jack Hawkins in the T-65 X-Wing with Daredevil proton torpedoes, R5D8, spare parts canisters, and the servo motor S-foils. A really handy package all around there with Jack Hawkins. And what are you flying, Fraser?
Well, I have Jason Isaacs in the TIE Advanced V1 with extreme maneuvers, fire control system, and the concussion missiles.
A nice little package there as well. And for those that aren't familiar with Jason Isaacs and the TV shows Grand Inquisitor, and if you're not aware of that,
as he's more commonly known in the Star Wars universe,
you should definitely go and watch Rebels and the Obi-Wan series. Fantastic, and the Grand Inquisitor is one of the characters that actually, especially in Rebels, really helps to make that show. So
Jason was amazing. Jason Isaacs was amazing as him, and so was what's his name, Rupert. I can't think what his surname is now.
I can't either, to be honest. Off the top of my head, but yeah, really good character.
There you go.
That's it.
Rupert Friend. They were both amazing as the Grand Inquisitor, and I would love to see more Grand Inquisitor in the Star Wars universe. And he's great in this game. Absolutely. One of my favourites.
He is.
And you've got as well, but
yeah, and you've got an early hit in there. Oh, Scott does spend the focus this time to not lose a shield early on. He has been known to play it risky and take that damage rather than spending the focus there. So that was a bit more cagey from him.
I think it was a good call. It's too early to do any sort of Jack Hawkins nonsense, so I don't blame him at all.
Yes, he probably wished he'd kept that focus, because that would have been 2 hits and a crit, and you didn't have the best roll there either. One evade off 5 dice. It's
not what you want with Grand Inquisitor.
No. Standard dice, though. I've seen that before.
Oh, we've all done it. I can think of many times I've had a Force user with all his Force and an evade, and he still rolls one thing. And he's going to only spend his focus and his evade, and he still dies.
Oh, there's the spare parts canister drop. Have you called it this time, though? Let's see. Yes, you have avoided it this time.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it now. I think in my first game with Scott, you sort of learn. I don't know if I play in a certain way that I learn by playing. So if I have 2 games with against the same ship, like we did on that night, that the first game I learn how to do it, and I might get blown to pieces, but then I come back for round 2. And I know what's going on, and now I'm ready to play.
It makes absolute sense. I mean, I've seen all the games, and everyone plays everyone twice, and it's in such quick succession as well. I mean, we had over 3 nights, 12 games played in a night each night. So
yeah,
you do get to learn it, but you're playing 2 other opponents, so in the same time, it's easy to forget exactly what happens. But to be honest, that spare parts canister is not something you're going to forget in a hurry. So knowing that that was there and being face to face with him, it was definitely the right call to turn away, get that lock, and come back and re-engage.
Yeah, it definitely was. And I was wondering if he was going to come around the corner.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I expected him to go straight there. I thought he was going to try and come back in, but you know what? With Jack, he doesn't mind flying pretty darn close to the board edge there.
And Weed certainly does not.
I mean, that's risky, but you have some nice tricks on this ship, including a 1 hard that's blue, if I remember rightly.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic. It's possibly one of the best moves this ship has.
Yeah, in fact, there it is. That, I tell you what, blue 1 hard on a ship is just crazy. I mean, a 1 hard on a ship that isn't red in itself is crazy, but to have it as blue as well, just really, it's just so good, so powerful. You can stay with a ship so easily with that. And this is looking like it's quite a nice position there. I think it's obstructed by that obstacle there, which is probably the only downside to this shot, but let's have a look. I think that's a concussion missile there that you're using.
Yeah, because I've got the lock, and it's going to be more dice than if I...
Yeah. Oh, that was a shame. That focus really paying off there for him, unfortunately.
Yeah. It's a difficult choice, I think, because I don't really think I would take rockets if I didn't have to try and get as close to 75 points as possible. And you're not getting any more dice than if you spend a 4-strap, add your range 1 bonus. The difference being here was it would just save me a force.
Yeah, it would save you the force, which is obviously going to be really handy. But there we go. Avoiding the edge of the board there, just skimming around it.
Yes, indeed.
Still leaving a nice position for you to get in and not be shot at. Oh, there we go.
Boosting round.
There we go. That alters the dynamics slightly there and doesn't take damage for the red.
Do a nice big speedy move. Yes, I did.
Absolutely.
Okay. There you go.
I'm looking at where Jack was previously, and I think it's good that he boosted. You might have actually bumped there, but you've just snuck yourself a range 1 shot, which is brilliant.
I think I was anticipating not having a shot, just not being shot at all was the goal here.
Yeah.
But if I have got a cheeky little range 1, I will take it. If I haven't, I'm not fussed.
Just having to double check because it was close.
Yeah.
That looks like it's into me every time that.
It looks like it.
I'll wait for the call.
Survey says.
And I'm pretty sure I saw you pick up some dice. So yeah, to me it looked like it was range 1.
Fight.
Yeah. Oh, fire control system.
Oh yeah.
Definitely spend a force 2 hits with a crit. That is ideal. Oh.
And a good roll though from Scott.
Good green dice, just the 1 shield. Those his green dice have actually been really good this round.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like they might not have had like the straight up result, but he's had the focus to modify it, which has been just incredible.
I mean, he just to have a little 1 plink off is still really good when you're talking for an X-wing. So
yeah,
he's defending nicely.
I mean, X-wings are solid ships. I think obviously we tend to see more T-70s because I think they are slightly better. I mean, James could let us know. I mean, he's a big aficionado when it comes to the X-wing. But
Yeah.
let's see, does Jack hurt himself? Jack
I can hold it.
can't.
I can hold it.
There's another shield down, which is good for you, but
I'll take it.
Such a fun ability. Get rid of the stress, potentially hurt yourself, but you know what? He's got R5D8 to repair it if he wants to. Ooh, that's
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
a bit unfortunate.
Yeah, I'm thinking that I was anticipating like a 2 straight or something like that, and that Scott was gonna expect I was gonna 5 straight it down the board, and he was gonna go, "Aha, I have you now." But I'm doing the hard one left. I'm getting rid of my stress, and now I'm trying to work out how I'm gonna be shot in the least nasty way, which is do a boost, really, isn't it?
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think it keeps you in range 2.
No.
So that's going to be a proton torpedo coming back to you, I reckon.
And are we taking the risk?
You're going to rely on the force there.
Oh, flipping heck. This is brave.
That is very brave, in fact. I mean, you're in a nice position to come round that asteroid next turn, as long as this proton torpedo... Right, 2 hits so far. He's got the target lock. You kind of lucked out there.
I think I got away with it.
Let's just see what your green dice can pull.
What's the dice say?
Yep, you got away with it. Spend a force, take no damage, get that force back. Yeah, that was very fortunate there.
I got tense just watching it again, flipping heck.
I mean, double modded and only getting a hit and a crit with prototype is, again, it does happen. This is a dice game, but yeah,
It was plot armor. There you go.
Yeah, absolute plot armor.
The only other thing I could be thinking is that you're quite right. I can now go around the asteroid and become nasty again.
Yeah. 2 or 3 around the asteroid. 3, yeah, and then probably extreme maneuvers.
Oh yeah.
So good.
I love extreme maneuvers on this guy. It's such a great card.
I just think it was really nice to get like a force variant of Daredevil. Yes, you've got to spend a force, but I think it's actually, I would say it's better because you don't get stressed. You can link it.
It is, and that's how it should be. It should just be that little bit better because you're a force user.
Yeah, range 1.
And then you shove it onto, let's take Granny, which is a great example, obviously, but if you do like the TIE Silencer, you've got your auto thrusters as well, and it can trigger off the auto thrusters.
Yeah.
Stress and a force.
Oh, there we go. So having to fully mod it, but that is 3 damage going through. That puts Jack down to 1 health. You've got the half points, and I would say you're in a nice position to capitalize on that. It'd be tough for Jax. The 4K would be running quite close. Might do a Talon back round, but
I mean, if you 4K Jet, you could do your Jet Porkins skin, but is it worth the risk?
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, there's a minute left. Why not, is all I say.
We're going for the Talon.
There's the Talon. Right. This is where it's important. Scott getting very aggressive. Okay, it rolled out of the box, but Jack could not hold it. So that is... I
think I got away with that one.
Yeah, the evade dice did not let him down really there. Jack let himself down, unfortunately, but I loved what Scott was trying to do there, going very aggressive, very much in the vein of what Flight Academy is all about. But really, you really managed to make those shots count there, Fraser, so well done on that. That's a very good, solid 4 points there for you. So,
and we didn't hit the spare part canisters this time.
didn't hit the spare parts canister, so let's have a quick look and see how it does affect the table. We know from last time that it was getting quite close. So Scott does still retain that top spot with the 12 points, but you are right there with him on 12 points.
Get in.
Both of you having taken each other out once. So it's a draw in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gruff on 7, Rich on 6. So at the moment, one game left. It's pretty much comes down to your results as to who's going to top the table between you and Scott in your next games.
Yeah,
So that's going to be
true.
interesting to see how that goes. But Fraser, thank you very much for firstly joining us for Flight Academy and joining us for commentary.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And guys, I hope that you enjoyed that. Thank you very much for watching. As always, please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time.